So hello everyone, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be doing the Cosmic Energies breakdown for you today. For those of you not familiar with me or my channel, I do use profanity, and I talk about adult things. So if that is not your thing, or you have children around, or you just don't appreciate that kind of discussion, respectfully, I always give you the opportunity to sign off now. I've coined this moon the fuck my life moon of Friday the 13th, okay? Let me share this out real quick to my Facebook soul fam. This way they can get it. The energies for this moon. Anytime we have a full moon, they do take a couple months to fully release, okay? Full moon cycle, plus a couple, so just be aware, all this stuff might not hit you at one time. You might already be feeling little aspects of this full moon coming. It's a really strong moon, so we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into this, guys. Now, I don't sugarcoat things. I was actually like having to breathe before I even hit that go live button because the energies are really intense. I don't want to freak anybody out because it's all in our highest good. Okay, it really is. The cosmic energies, they don't make mistakes. They don't make mistakes, and what they're doing is truly rearranging things to help people get back on their highest good path. Okay, it really is. So don't freak out. Don't freak out, because it's a little crazy. Okay, it's a little crazy. Let me get this shared out to my news feed real quick, and then we're going to get into this. Really, guys, this moon. All right, done. I took notes yesterday. 12 pages of notes on just shit that I know and what I was intuitively picking up on through it. And I did truly call in my angels and spirit in the highest to help me deliver this message in the most clear way for people, knowing it was going to trigger them. I'm trying to get this information to you so that as these energies start to take effect in your own realities, you're not completely like, oh my God, what is happening? Okay. When we are not aligned with our highest truth, when we are not aligned with things in our highest good, the universe loves you unconditionally. It loves you unconditionally. And it only wants to see you happy. It only wants to see you thrive. It only wants to see you on your highest good path. And so, like the Tower card in tarot, it removes obstacles to your highest good. Okay. It removes things that are not in your highest good to help you be better put in a position to take the ships coming to you, right? We're always talking about the ships coming in. The ships are coming in. When Saturn goes direct on the 18th, just, less than a week later, the universe is going to get ready to move. It's going to get ready to move in the right direction. And we are either going to be able to get on those ships with the circumstance and the reality that we're in, or we're not. And we're going to try and cling on to it. We're going to try and hold on to it, which is only going to set you up for bigger tower moments come October, when Mercury goes retrograde on Halloween, and Christmas, when there is a huge amount of fuck you sticks from the universe, okay? So the universe is kindly asking you to receive these blessings in disguise now. so that it doesn't have to keep hitting you later. Okay? Truly. Truly. So we are going to get into this. I'm going to show you what this cosmos looks like right now. All right. This is what it looks like. Now it's going to be a little bit different as far as where the house placements are depending on where you are in the world. I have done this reading for the greater Philadelphia area just because that's where I'm from. So that only affects the houses. It does not affect the actual placements and the signs that this is in. Okay. It only shifts a little bit, okay, depending on where you are in the United States. Things in the first house go down to the third house, you know, things like that. But I'm going to give some insights if you're in the greater Philadelphia area. All right, so literally like the greater Philadelphia area. Like imagine a big radius of it, okay? We're going to get into this. Starting in the first house. The aspects that we have in Cancer, okay? We've got Kronos, we've got Hades, we've got Estrella, and we've got North Node retrograding in Cancer. North Node's retrograde. The other three are direct, so we got Hades, Kronos, and Estrella. That's direct. Hades is the ruler of the underworld. That's the archetype. Kronos, the archetype, is the all dark and powerful. I will eat my children in order to keep power. Estrella is what will not let go. It is the cord that connects people in order for the greatest healing. It's like the river of divine healing, okay? Diamond light. And North Node, which is Destiny's point, in the sign of Cancer. Okay, Cancer rules the fourth house. It rules home, okay? If you're in the greater Philadelphia area, it's going to be in your first house, which is the house of self, okay? Hades in Cancer has a tendency for us to feel really defeated in the hell that we've created for ourselves. It can insinuate really deep depression. All right, this is the energies that are coming out of this full moon. It can insinuate deep depression. Okay. Kronos in Cancer conjunct Estrella is knowing that we have control issues when it comes to our lives, that we don't trust the unknown, that we refuse to let go of our old version of self, but deeply wish we were healed or different. Okay? It's heavy frustration with the self. North Node retrograding there is we know that that energy of feeling really down and refusing to change, feeling like we can't change, is going against our destiny point. It's going against our highest good. So we already know. We already know that our refusal to change, or us throwing our hands up saying, oh, well, I just am the way I am. This is the way I've always done things. Listen, if the way you have always done things got you where you are and you feel like that, then your way is not working in your highest good. This is self-inflicted karma that needs ownership and a sense of responsibility in order to change it. Let me say that again. This is self-inflicted karma that needs ownership and a sense of responsibility in order to change it. If you don't like where you are, if you do not like how you feel, you have to take ownership that your best choices and your way have got you there, and take responsibility for changing it. These energies in Cancer, Hades and Kronos and North Node and Estrella, are being trined by Lilith and Neptune retrograde. We know that it's because of or stems from our experiences in the past where we felt discarded or saw the repercussions of discarding others It's resentment. Resentment is honestly killing the shadow healing. Okay. Our resentment towards our reality is what is postponing the healing of our shadows. It's refusing to release anger at the self and others, refusing to forgive the self and others for past experiences and present circumstances. Truth be told. Okay. Now, it is in quincunx to Jupiter. The luck of Sagittarius energy actually can get you out of it if you believe that you can get out of it, if you believe that you can be different, if you believe that you can be happy, if you believe that happiness exists and that you deserve to live it, believing with this luck of Jupiter and Sag can help pull you out of this energy. All of this, all of that is completely opposing. Let me show you. All of this energy in Cancer is completely opposing all of this stuff in Capricorn. That's the Saturn retrograde, the South Node retrograde, and Pluto retrograde. This is the great undoing. Those retrogrades are the great undoing of all of your karma that you've created. The cosmos, quite literally, are trying to reverse it, trying to help you see how your best choices of self-sacrifice, right? Because Cancer, not being able to nurture the self and love the self fully, have gotten you here. And they are opening up an opportunity, a window for you to undo it with this full moon energy. Okay, everything is possible. Everything is possible. The second house, the greater Philadelphia area, but the second aspects we have is Volcanus, okay? Volcanus is the only thing in the second house with Leo. It's in Leo energy. Volcanus is sextiling Admetos. Admetos is our ancestral karma that we have taken on from our parents and from their parents. Okay, this is deep shit. And Volcanus is there ready to blow it up. Okay. For those in this particular area, right, where it's in the second house, that is your house of possessions. And our love of possessions, our attachment to things. If we have things that are keeping us from our highest good, Admetos could quite literally blow it out of your experience. You will no longer have those things. Okay? This could also be a huge prosperity boom if you are in alignment. Okay, a huge prosperity boom, like hitting the lottery kind of shit. Okay, depending on where you are in your self-integrity and your self-love. Okay, so it could be really positive or it could be really negative. Okay, that's Volcanus's energy in the second house with Leo. Virgo aspects. For those of you in the greater Philadelphia area, the great Philadelphia area, this is your third house. This is what needs to be communicated. The third house is the house of communication. Virgo energies that would be in this house, because we have a lot of Virgo aspects and some of them are in the third and some of them are in the fourth house. Okay, so we're going to get there. Specifically with the third house and these Virgo aspects, we have trans Pluto squaring Sedna and Vesta in the 11th in Taurus. This is the inability to rebirth the feminine goddess within the self. Stalling or completely holding off independence, prosperity, and hopes and dreams, okay? We need to stop putting it off or making excuses. If there are conversations that need to be had, full-blown conversations, this is truth communicating. If you've been putting off that conversation or making excuses to avoid a conversation that needs to be had, this full moon energy is going to throw it in your face if you haven't. Fortune's door is trining this energy. Can't miss these opportunities. This is Fortune's door. And trine is a beautiful aspect. So when you put your vulnerable truth out there, or you speak clearly, this is clear. This is Virgo energy. It must be specific and it must be clear. There can be no room for doubt or anything that's not anything short of clarity. Okay? You need to be really clear, and not just with one person or two people, like everyone. Everyone. You need to be really clear on how you communicate with this full moon moving forward. Do not let words come out of your mouth that sound like a lie as soon as you have said them, and not renege on it and go back on and be like, you know what, on second thought, I actually really mean this. You do not want to let lies slip out of your mouth. If it sounds like a lie, if you said it and it sounds like a lie, then please come clean with it. If you know that you've been wanting to voice something, if you know that you've been wanting to express something, if you're afraid of expressing it, now is the time. Now is the time to express it. Juno in Virgo is squaring Gemini's Hygeia in the 12th. Living in an unbalanced state within is not good for your health. It's not good for your health. Drinking, not eating correctly, or overeating is not good for your health. It's coming from a feeling of betraying the self. That's where it's coming from. If you're refusing to eat properly, or if you're overindulging in food, it's coming from a sense of betraying the self. Okay, Juno is betrayal. Failure to stop blaming others for your present circumstances makes it worse. Makes it worse. Okay, this is Piscean energy. This is the square in the 12th house, which is ruled by Pisces, the house of self-undoing. It makes it worse. When we blame other people and can't take ownership, it gets worse. Okay. It requires ownership of your actions. Ignoring self-loving actions, headspace, heart space, Gemini energy, when they're not in balance, okay? It requires self-loving actions to prevent it. Truly, to prevent it. You need to be in your truth. Feeling like a victim or being afraid of becoming a victim of your truth, giving up on the self, is too easy right now. It's too easy right now. Okay? This energy is being trined by the Uranus retrograde in Taurus. So watch out for unexpected curveballs when it comes to it, especially if you're drinking or overindulging in any way. You actually could quite literally make yourself physically sick or put yourself in a situation where your health is not. You could put yourself in a position where your health is not good, especially as this energy continues to release over the next few months. Okay? There's a quincunx of this energy to Chiron. Quincunxes are your wild card leaps of faith out. So I'm going to go through every quincunx that we have, because you have to know how to get out of this energy. You have to know how to get around it and not get hit by the universe with it. The quincunx to Chiron retrograde, the way out of this is to stand up for what you want now. Now. Not 3 months from now, but now. And accept the consequences of your past actions and what they've created, letting the chips fall where they may. Not being afraid to take action. Chiron retrograde. Chiron's the wounded healer. It is a masculine energy. It involves our actions and our choices and our inability to make them. This is understanding with Chiron retrograde that the way out of this is to stand up for what you want now and take proper actions towards it, letting the chips fall where they may. This energy is heavily trined to the Saturn South Node and Pluto energy in Capricorn, which is doing its best to remove those lifetimes of toxic shit, okay? For good. Because we will not get energy like this again with Saturn and Pluto and South Node retrograde for like another 2,000 years. It is removing as much of it as it can. So when you take these actions in your highest good, no matter how small they seem in your life, in your little bubble, no matter how small they seem, it's undoing a hell of a lot of karma that was created not just by you in this life, but by others in this life. Okay? Taking it like a champ, this is what I wrote, taking it like a champ yields a lifetime of rewards. Okay, it really does. Rewarding energy. That's how beautiful the ship coming in can be that you could take if you allow the chips to fall where they may and just let it be. No matter what it is you lose because of your previous actions, no matter what it is or who it is. If it is meant to be or they are meant to be in your life later, they will come back. You have to believe, right? You have to believe that it's not all lost. But you have to be able to be in a position to get on these ships moving forward. Okay. Juno is opposing Lilith and Neptune. Juno. Okay. This makes it extremely difficult to confront those that you've betrayed, especially feminine energy, because we're talking about Lilith and Juno. It makes it extremely difficult confronting those that you've betrayed. Okay? Especially feminine energies. All of this stuff needs to be communicated. Okay? All of this stuff needs to be communicated. That is the house in which this rules. Continuing on with our Virgo aspects. This is the 4th house aspects. This requires steps and precision surrounding the home. 4th house is the home. Any steps that you think you have precisely planned out, you cannot keep doing things the old way and get away with it. Not with this energy. With Mars and Virgo squaring Jupiter and Sag, if your way has failed you every time to create happiness, the universe is saying there's got to be a better way. Okay, there's got to be a better way. Vulcan and Mars are conjunct. Vulcan and Mars are conjunct. Feeling the weight. This is what it brings. Feeling the weight. Vulcan is the hammer, okay? Mars is the god of war. He's impulsive. Victory at all costs, okay? This is feeling the weight of impulsive actions against the truth within the self and the feminine energies opposed to it. Your inner feminine. It is sextiling Kronos and Astrea. Which means we could impulsively act in a direction that is to our detriment, trying to hold on to our realities that we've built. If our realities were not built in the highest good of your life mission here, there's going to be impulsiveness to try and hold on to it at all costs. This is not good. Okay. And it's trining the Pluto-Saturn South Node in Capricorn. we can use this energy, that impulse, for self-preservation instead. Not to keep our reality, but to preserve our integrity and self-love in the highest. And that can help you get out of the karmic realities that have been created. There's a semi-square to Pallas Athena, which means this truly does, the impulse actions that are in your highest good, to preserve yourself at 100%, to preserve your highest good path at 100%. It quite literally goes against all logic and reasoning, and does not support strategizing an exit. What seems crazy, truly, what seems fucking crazy, is the most beneficial way, despite your fears and need to control, right? That Chronos, Estrella energy, needing to control, needing to stay in what we feel is important and not being aligned to our highest self. This energy is also opposing the moon, Neptune retrograde, and Lilith, which means drinking heavily could be indicated with this energy, to the point that it can start affecting your career and or your reputation, because they are in the 10th, and can lead to a major volcano hammer coming down on you. I put out a cosmic warning on Facebook and on the YouTube community post just because of that. Drinking in and around this full moon, and like literally like 2 weeks after the full moon, it is not your friend. It is not your friend, and there is a deep need to drink, or want to drink it away and not deal with reality, not wanting to face what we've created. Uranus retrograde is sesquaring the sun. Sesquares are the big fuck yous from the universe. They are the square and a half. Okay. The Uranus retrograde in Taurus is sesquaring the sun. It means that rejecting your entitled or elevated state and staying in facades or self-lost realities could force you, Uranus, could force you into situations to help you learn your true self by putting you in new home environments that are true you friendly. Okay. The only reason that's possible is because of the conjunction to White Moon, which is the good karma that we've built from our past relationships with others. So instead of absolutely losing the home environment altogether, or losing the career or the reputation altogether, by the good karma that you have created in this life, you will have a true you, authentic version, friendly place to go to rebuild one or both of those things, home or reputation and career. You will have a place to go that is your authentic self's best bet. However, if you're wallowing in your broken-hearted state in disgust with yourself, this could be delayed. This is Ceres and Jupiter squares. So if everything comes crashing down around you, in those areas, for whatever reason, things blow up there, you cannot stop to wallow and be upset with yourself. The universe has taken it from you for good reason, okay? This is why this message is going out. because the universe is doing things to help you, and people don't take it that way. They start to curse the sky. They start to curse God. What did I do? What did I do to deserve this? I'm only trying to do this. I'm only trying to do that for my life. The universe wants to get you back in touch with your highest self and not just a little microcosm of a world and a life that you've built in your bubble. It wants you to see a bigger divine picture. Do not curse the cosmos for creating a reality that wasn't aligned with your truth to begin with. Okay. The true you, the authentic you, sets you free in this life. It builds happiness. Okay. That's why the universe is putting you there. Now, Venus and Mercury. Venus and Mercury are going to be moving right into Libra the very next day. The 29th degree of any sign, is a really crazy aspect. It's just a really crazy degree. A whole bunch of shit goes down when planets are in the last degree of a sign. They are still conjunct in Virgo in the last degree, the 29th degree. Okay. The true self, Mercury, the integrity of the self being communicated, brings true love and a balance to your life, creating the new home and mass creativity, because there's lots of sexual energy with that moving into the 5th house in Libra. So not only can you get a new home environment or a new safe haven to be in, it's actually really aligned with sexual energy and creative energy, which means you're going to be extremely inspired of all the freedoms you have once you get there. It is aligned with balanced, loving relationships and the integrity of yourself becoming balanced. Okay? It's okay. It's okay to lose the reality, okay? It's okay to lose the reality. It's realigning you with something that is much more balanced and healthier for you. Truly, okay? 5th house aspects. Scorpio energies. And Zeus. Zeus is in Libra in the 5th. Okay. Zeus is the balance of light and dark within the self. And it's in Libra. So if we've been leaning heavy in one direction and not the other, the universe is bringing that back into balance. If you've been too much in your light and too giving and not loving yourself enough and putting yourself first, that's going to get balanced. You're going to be put in a position to love yourself more. If you've been extremely selfish and you've been doing things like this way or that way and not caring how that affects other people, that's going to balance out, and you're going to be put in a position where you are absolutely going to be giving back to others. Okay. If you're already balanced there and you feel you're already balanced there, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Scorpio has Apollon, Pallas, Poseidon, and Vertex in it. Apollon, or Apollo. Music speaks to you to heal you, and poetry is extremely healthy right now to communicate your deepest self and your desires. Okay, because Scorpionic energy is all about transformation and healing, and this is in the house of sex and creativity. Pallas Athena. Sexual healing in Scorpio reveals the most logical path and the strategy forward. If you have someone truly that you connect with on a sexual level, that it feels like everything in life is perfect when you're with them, sexual energy with that person right now is going to lead to the path opening up. The path opening up. Poseidon. Poseidon is the absolute truth of the deep waters of the heart. This is the true core of our truth and integrity. The absolute truth and the deepest core of your emotion is begging to be expressed in Scorpio. is begging to be expressed in Scorpio. Vertex is the make or break moments and rebirthing our inner feminine goddess ruling the true heart. Okay. You can align yourself with your highest good partner, or you could settle for less. That's your make or break moment. You're either going to continue doing things or being with partners that are not aligned with you, or the sex isn't that great. Or you could truly open yourself up to a partner where the sex is healing. With that Zeus and Libra there in the fifth, that little air energy inside of all that deep water element can create a little bit of a hurricane, okay? But it does require you to balance or check your darkness, your demons, and face your fears in order to return to your full power as the ruler of your life, okay? With these energies, you must face your fears of unworthiness and your fears of rejection. Whether it's being rejected in the moment or being rejected and turned away years from now, that you would lose this person. This energy is asking you to override your fears of feeling unworthy and undeserving. Follow the most intense truth in your heart that craves passion, fulfillment, and a total transformation. Follow that energy. Self-destructive energy is trining strategy. All right, self-destructive energy, Kronos, is trining Pallas. This is reiterating the fact that you cannot overthink things, but truly put planning and strategy aside. It is not your friend right now. This is total leap of faith into your light moments. Okay, total leap of faith into your light. Pallas opposing Uranus retrograde signifies how a lack of faith in you being a divine being is to your detriment. If you do not believe that you are divine and that you can create miracles in your life by taking a risk, it is to your detriment. This is leap of faith shit. Pallas is Seth squared. This is the big fuck yous, right? Pallas is Seth squared by the moon in Pisces, this full moon. Let your dreams and your fantasies and your grand visions guide you. The big fuck you's coming. When it comes to partners, if you go back and look at the September readings that I did for Pisces, you will have had a partner that was like, hi, it's me. Remember? We connect like that. And if you don't take it and you spend too long strategizing, trying to get out of a particular situation in your reality, by the time you come around to them, they're going to be like, I'm sorry. Are you talking to me? Instead of being all open arms and excited to move forward with you, they could absolutely switch like, I'm sorry. Are you talking to me? It is that kind of energy. Your window is now. The ships are moving September 18th. Small windows of opportunity, okay? Small windows of opportunity. Sorry, guys. Confirmation from the universe, okay? Confirmation from the universe. If you think you have that one person in the bag and they are not going anywhere, you have great connection with them, you think they will always be there, and that you have plenty of time to get out of whatever reality that you built your way, the universe is going to say, fuck you for not believing how divine you were and that you can create miracles in your life. And that person be like, I'm sorry. Were you talking to me? You will not have that person. Karma is a bitch when we try and fight the cosmos who are working their best and in your favor for your highest good. And the collective. Okay? Just a peek ahead, Cupid is at a 29th degree in Sagittarius, Cupid. Come November 17th, during Mercury retrograde, come November 17th, it moves into the 0 degree of Capricorn, which means a whole new soulmate that will click with you like that. That fiery passion, that creative spark that you get when you're with them. A whole new soulmate chapter is going to open up. A whole new one. And it will lock you out. It will lock you out of the old cycle. It will lock you out with that old partner that did not appreciate your worth. Who, third house energies in Virgo, was not communicating with you the truth. Who, with all that Mars energy and all that detriment energy, fall position energy that you didn't take the chance on, you will be locked out. The ship has sailed. You weren't on it, okay? And a whole new soulmate chapter is going to begin that will last a very long time. Takes Cupid a very long time to transition through signs. Okay. 6th house aspects and note Sagittarius energy. Jupiter. Jupiter is in Sag. And it's squaring the Vulcan and Mars and Virgo. We talked about this. Doing things your old way is going to prove over and over again that you cannot do things your old way. Okay? Jupiter squares Lilith, Neptune, and the moon in Pisces. It is squaring the full moon. Not taking the steps towards your highest path in your truth, Neptune retrograde, the truth unveiled, to override this Lilith energy is going to lead to major, major delays in your soul's progressive healing during this lifetime. These aspects won't be like this again. This is truly your last real chance to get out of any situationships that have been unlucky in your life to date or that you are still in. This is the abandoned self, where you have abandoned your own heart, trying to shine truth to you, to face your shadows and embrace what is truly the most luckiest aspect in the cosmos right now. It's extremely difficult. Squares with Vulcan, Mars, and all of the square stuff, it makes it very difficult. This is leap of faith at 100, guys. Leap of faith at 100. Cupid and Sag in the 29th degree. It's quincunxing Vesta. Quincunxes are those leaps of faith, luck out of that karma. It's quincunxing Vesta. Vesta is the prosperous virgin with the most pure intention. You don't have to be a virgin to benefit from this energy. It's just her archetype. This means, with Cupid and everything there with Jupiter and Ceres, which is the broken heart chakra, if you are truly of pure intention, and you don't necessarily do things for money, because Vesta didn't, but you're of pure intention and pure of heart, you're going to be greatly rewarded. You're going to be greatly rewarded for doing things differently, for trying and believing and surrendering to the unknown, letting go of the old ways of doing things, and facing the truth within yourself and accepting the truth within yourself and not being and feeling abandoned by the universe. If you're creating and moving towards a path of true intention where you want to help humanity or help others in some way, or you're going to educate yourself in something so that you can move forward on a certain path that helps other people, and that's where you're of service. This is 6th house. This is the house of service and health. This is adding to the greater health of the collective heart space, right? The heart of humanity. There's big rewards there. Fortune's door is in Capricorn, but it is still in the 6th house with all this Sagittarius energy right there. Capricorn here with fortune is duty, divinely decreed to serve humanity that yields the greatest fortune and overall outcome for the rest of your life. This is trining the Uranus retrograde. So expect the unexpected and do the unexpected. It's squaring Chiron, which means you must push past what limits you. You must put your capabilities to the test. Push forward, believing that you are capable of more than you think. This is a fake it until you make it because you will make it energy. And it's trining trans Pluto and Juno, which means you wrote it this way. And it betrays your current reality for a reason. This is the test of self that we're facing, that we wrote. And it's sextiling Pallas. Trust the universe has your back and knows what it's doing. Trust the universe has your back and knows what it's doing. Sag energy is expansion. It's benefit. It's luck, and it's freedom. If you can get through the harder energies of this full moon, if you can push through it and believe that all things are possible, if you believe they are, this is huge for your life in the long run. It's not about focusing on what's being lost in the short-term vision. It's about what you're gaining in the long game. This is the long game the universe is talking about. Okay. The 7th house of partnerships. This is where all this Pluto, Saturn, North Node retrograde shit is going on. The 7th house of partnerships. Capricorn is the sign of order and karma. And Saturn is going direct on the 18th. So listen. The major point the divine is trying to help you is to undo all this crap in your present. Okay, that goes against the greatest good. Past and present is trying to undo realities that are not aligned. Saturn is karma and order. Pluto is the deep soul scar, the deep healing. And South Node is karma in the present being built. All of them are retrograding. It's all undoing right now. The energies are undoing karma. It's us that freak out and try and hold on to our realities because we can't see past our bubbles. We can't see past our bubbles or how we could possibly help the world. Well, Saturn and Pluto and South Node retrograde are begging to differ, saying, yes, you can. Yes, you can. And they're being malefic, and they have no problem tearing shit apart. Okay, they have no problem tearing shit apart to get you in alignment. Like, suck it up, Buttercup, let's go. Time to get on the ship. That kind of shit. Suck it up, let's go. You can do it. I'm sorry, did you lose your entire reality? It's okay, get on the ship. You only need yourself there. You don't need your things there. You don't need your this family, friend, whatever. You don't need all that shit there like you think. That can come back later. Trust. Believe it is all in the highest good. And get on the goddamn ship, soldier. Capricorn, okay? Saturn energy. It's not happy with Mars right now. The god of war is not happy with this energy, okay? It's just not. It's trining Vulcan's hammer and Juno in betrayal, and Mars is impulsive action and thirst for victory. It's trining you want to shine into the world the way you want. All your best choices got you here. It truly is like a lottery getting ready to unleash a win with the sun and white moon there. It just doesn't look that way. It is the biggest blessing in disguise. This energy with sun and white moon is the light side of the moon. It is your good karma. All of the good karma that you've built up in this lifetime to cash out. Like, I need a miracle right now. White moon says, you got it. Cashed out on some of your good karma. It's the biggest blessing in disguise, especially when it comes to partnerships. So if a partnership blows up in your face, it is because you are meant to be with someone better. You are meant to be with someone better. Any relationship, because relationships are not just about lovers. We have family partnerships, we have business partnerships, we have partnerships and with children, friends. These are partnerships, soul contracts that are being flipped and ripped because they were created not to the benefit of this moment in time, space, reality for the collective. They'll come back later. They're meant to come back later, they'll come back later. Please trust. Blessings in disguise. This is sextiling the moon in Pisces, so the hardest parts of yourself, your truth that you want to embrace, the healing of the Lilith energy within the self that we truly do want to heal. We don't want to feel abandoned. We don't want to feel rejected. Okay. It's sextiling that energy. It's helping you heal the darkness within the heart space, the darkness within the feminine energy that was damaged. It's at least attempting to give it to you, the healing. It's being opposed by our choices not to change from our darkest states, dishonoring transformation in the self cycle with Chronos. When we refuse to give up our power to create whatever little microcosm life that we've put together. Yeah, we're at war with the divine. Okay. If you are not in alignment with your divine, if you are not in alignment with your divinity and the fact that your soul is magic and you have not completely surrendered to the divine within the self, that's going to end. That is going to end with a big fuck you from the universe. In a nutshell, it is offering you the greatest miracle of your lifetime. Okay? It's offering you the greatest miracle of your lifetime, one that comes around quite literally every 2,000 years or so. So you got to let your resistance, your belief in the program that you were given, who you were taught to be, who you've accepted that you are, in the ego. This is to stop cycles that punish the self. No more excuses. No more excuses for self-inflicted punishment, self-inflicted karma. No more reasons, right? The universe is trying to take away a reason to hit you. It is literally trying to remove the reasons to hit you. It does not want to beat you anymore. It wants you to listen to yourself, your highest self, your divinity within. Once you connect to your highest self and stop looking at just what you are in a 3D space, reconnecting you with your spiritual body, the reason why you're actually here. The 8th and 9th house, if you're in the greater Philadelphia area, they're true voids. They're true voids with Capricorn, Aqua, and Pisces energy, which means there's no legacy or inheritance for future generations or our children if we don't create it for ourselves and of our own free will at 100%, because it's empty. These are cups we must fill 100% on our own. There's no legacy or inheritance to be given for our children if we don't choose of our own free will to do it. There is no higher perspective or awareness to be gained if we don't seek it out for ourselves and give it 100%. We have to, of our own free will, choose to seek out our higher consciousness. There is no undoing of our karma, no adventure, no dreams, unless we take the plunge and claim it for ourselves. This includes travel. 9th house. We must want it and push ourselves to achieve it of our own free will with 100% of ourselves. This requires divine actions where we embrace our divinity. It requires divine trust in the self and choice, our own free will, to move it forward. This is where we have to create it from within. Our free will either be put to our greatest victory or keep us in a lost, void state because of our inability to make our highest good choices and give it 100. guys. You got to fill up. You got to fill up your own cup there. You got to go for it. Tell yourself it's okay. This is the crazy whack shit that makes no sense, right? All these aspects that are completely illogical, fantastical, make no sense. It's not possible. Universe is like, make it the fuck happen. You don't want to live inside this box? I will take away all of the things in your way. But I'm not just going to give it to you because I had to take it. Because I had to take it. Yeah, yeah, exactly, McKenna. Thank you. The only true void if you're in California is the 9th. You got to be able to take it. The universe is going to remove all of the obstacles. But it is not going to give you the dream. You must take action of your own free will to get it. Or you will be wallowing in a state of tower moment and debris of your life, reality, whatever the universe removes. They're going to remove it. They're not going to give you the miracle. You have to, of your own free will, choose the miracle. Piscean aspects. This is where our moon is. This is the 10th house. This is where Neptune retrograde is. This is where Lilith is. Okay. It's in the 10th house of reputation and career. Career choices. Not aligned in the highest could keep you from love. This is Chiron opposing Venus and Mercury. Chiron is in the 10th house, even though it's in Aries. Okay. Career choices not aligned in the highest good could keep you from love. Chiron opposing Venus and Mercury. Fear of damaging your reputation or feeling like a victim, not wanting to lose the investment you've put in to create the life or career that you're in, creates major shakeups in your love life. Major shakeups. Oversight or missing the details, Moon and Neptune retrograde, could spark major arguments or confrontations at work. Do not show up to work hungover. You will miss an important detail, okay? Seriously. You don't want to get in an argument with your boss and get fired. It could cost you your job. And this is divinely aligned for a reason if you've been put in that position. It's divinely aligned. It's divinely aligned. It goes against the happiness your soul craves anyway, so please don't fight it. Don't try and get your job back. Just let it go and let love and truth direct you. Aspects, let love and truth direct you. If you just so happen to lose your job or take a huge hit to your reputation with this full moon, let it be. Do not try and clean it up. Do not try and fix it. It is not in your favor to do that. Let it go. Self-betrayal at the job or what appears like a damaged reputation is actually your highest good. This is the quincunx trans Pluto and Chiron. It was meant to heal your damaged masculine within the self. This is really dark shadow healing that we're doing. This is Lilith shadow work and Chiron shadow work. They are in the same house. Just let it go. And know that there is better. And you don't have to try and fix those things. The universe has a bigger plan. Okay, this is trining Estrella and North Node in Cancer. Your soul doesn't want to let go of its destiny point. Your soul does not want to let go of its true destiny point to heal itself in the highest. It doesn't want to miss the opportunities to heal these shadows, to heal these wounds within the self. So let it go. Additionally, it's sextiling Pluto, Saturn, and South Node retrogrades for the same reason. The universe is removing it for a reason. Okay, it's removing it for a reason. Aries, Taurus, 11th house aspects. Friends, hopes, and dreams is the 11th house. Aries and Taurus rules the self and possessions. Okay. Eris is retrograding. Eris is grief, strife, and sadness caused over generations. Okay, over generations. Eris is a transplanet like way far out in the cosmos, okay? And it takes really, really long cycles to go around the sun, like 10,000 plus years. So it affects generations. It's retrograding right now in Aries. Grief, strife, and sadness caused by the self when it comes to your friends, when it comes to your hopes and your greater visions and your dreams, is being undone to cash in on the good karma that you've built. It's trining white moon. It's quincunxing vertex, okay? It's literally trining white moon, the sun, Venus, and Mercury. It is a huge opportunity for yourself to take the lead in a new direction that is of complete good karma. Complete good karma. It's quincunxing vertex. If you can hop over that vertex in Scorpio and go towards your most highest aligned partnership where you're highly creative, highly sexual, like your drive is there, everything is there. Like if you can move towards that, super good energy. Okay, super energy in the 11th house. This is creating dreams. This is creating dreams manifest. Okay. Uranus retrograde in Taurus in the 11th. This is huge reality shakeup surrounding friends, hopes, and dreams because it's opposing Pallas. Any false creations that you'd go to war for are being removed. The things that you are clinging to so tightly because you think you need them, false creations from the self, which is how I was told to say it, false creations from the self, that you would go to war for are being removed because you have a higher path. It is not your job to stay where you think you are for whatever reason. Universe is like, listen, I can get you right out of this and put you in alignment with where you're meant to be. Can you please trust? Can you please trust? It's trining Fortune's door, which is bringing you into alignment with the galactic center, and trining the hammer, Vulcan, on self-betrayal, Juno, that's been swept under the rug. Anything not aligned with the self is going to bring down the hammer on anything that you've tried to sweep under the rug and say, oh, well, that's not a problem. I just will ignore it. I'll just ignore it. It's not a big deal. When it comes to friends and shit like that, listen. You had a friend that was aligned with your highest good, and you lost them because of betrayal to the self for any reason. The universe was like, oh no, we are not going to let you stay in a self-betrayed relationship, friendship, partnership when you had this person or this dream aligned over here that you swept under the rug and said it didn't matter. No. Universe is pulling that right out with the Taurus retrograde, with Uranus, okay, the Uranus retrograde there. It's semi-squaring Neptune retrograde. So alcohol may end up being a truth agent, and it's the truth that you've been shoving or drinking down. That's where it comes from. If you've been drinking it down or shoving it down, the universe is like, let's whip that shit right up. Sedna retrograde, conjunct Vesta, is undoing the death of the inner goddess, the high mother within the self that you can create from within, and bringing in prosperity created from a pure intention, Vesta. Pure energy, pure self-love energy that ripples to the benefit of all the children of the earth. This is the highest service to humanity. It promises abundance. It is squared by Saturn and South Nodes retrograde, so there's huge consequences for being fucking selfish in the micro worlds that we created. For wealth or other selfish regions like stature, power, ego, whatever. Saturn will trick you into thinking divine alignment for the greatest good to heal the world is bogus. This is the trining Mars and Virgo energy. That is sesquiring, okay? It's sesquiring. If you think that the world can heal is bogus and that you're not a part of it when you are, reality checks. Reality checks. You are more capable than you think. You're more capable than you think. Okay? And the universe is trying to teach you this, that you are an all-powerful, creative, manifesting machine. You are divine. Your true essence is divine. You're not just a 3D human with a soul. No, you are a soul that was given a 3D body to create miracles here. And it's going to turn you into a believer. Get on the fucking ship. Okay. Gemini aspects. 12th house. It's just the house of self-undoing. Gemini is about short-sightedness and taking things for face value, seeing what's right in front of you. Admetos is here. This is ancestral karma that should have been dead and buried with our ancestors that is still unhealed. It is sextiling Volcanus, which is blow-ups. In the house of possessions, it's in the 2nd house. Squaring trans-Pluto. Your highest self is not going to stand against what you wrote in your highest good for this lifetime. You will not stand in the way of what you wrote for your higher self. You wanted to clear your ancestral karma before you were born. That's what your goal was, and you were thrown into this 3D program and thought that you're just a human with a soul when you're a soul in a human body, and the universe is like, hey, if you've been too short-sighted, if you've been too focused on the little problems in front of you and not the bigger issue that is aligned with self or not aligned with self, universe is going to show you the face value of everything that you've created. Shit's going to blow up in your face with this energy. You are not going to repeat the karmic cycles that your parents lived. You are not going to repeat old karma. The universe won't have it. Universe, will not have it. This is what you wrote. The way out. This is the quincunx energy. Apollon and Scorpio. The way out is to follow your soul song and your deepest desires. That passion, that creative energy. That sexual healing energy that Scorpio brings. It is sextiling Chiron retrograde in Aries. Our damage was taught, and we have to learn a new higher self that is healed. That is the point of this energy. Our damage was taught to us by our parents, by their parents, by other people that we've encountered in our lifetime growing up as children and young adults. And this is the universe saying you are due for a new higher self that is healed. You are not beholden to your parents' karma. Okay. Hygia. Hygia rules health. Our unhealed or broken heart series is opposed to it. Maintaining a life with a broken heart is bad for your health. It's also semi-squaring Eris, which means grief and not undoing it and wallowing in your failures is bad for your health. Squaring Juno, continuing to deny how you betray yourself is bad for your health. Recognizing there is a way out with wisdom that comes from reflecting on your past choices and patterns, actions and behaviors is your way out. Understanding how doing things the same way and expecting different results is truly insane. It's insane to continue to do things the same way and expect different results. If your way has not been your friend before, it is not your friend now, and the universe is giving you this door because it's opposed to your health. You cannot ignore the fact that your body is responding to the spiritual unrest, the emotional unrest, the mental unrest. Your body is physically responding. This is in quincunx to Pallas. Remember, Pallas energy is being guided by leap of faith energy that desires a new direction, and the only strategy and logic right now is that there is none. The only way out is to take a leap of faith. That is the full cosmic breakdown. So please understand, guys, just looking at this. This is the box. This is the box that we've put ourselves in. It is being challenged on all fronts, and there are ways out. There are ways out without having the universe to destroy reality for you. It's just accepting that the reality is going anyway. The false realities are going anyway. It's not in alignment, so be it. Then I guess I have a higher calling. Then I guess there's more that I didn't see. Take the leaps. Do whatever you need to do to clean up the mess in a new direction. If you try and clean up the mess and go back into it, Mercury retrograding on Halloween and all the shit going down on Christmas in the cosmos is not going to be your friend. Don't try and clean up the mess that the universe tried to pull away from you and go right back in there. It's insane, truly insane, to think that you can clean up everything the universe just tried to pull from you and go right back in. Like, I could fix it. The universe is going to look at you like, are you fucking serious? I took all of that shit out of your way for your highest good, and you think you can clean it up and go right back in? There's more fuck you hammers coming later. Please believe there is a better way and a better life for you, no matter what is taken from your reality. Do not try and reach and grab it back. Accept it, surrender it, and move forward. Get on the ship to the new world. Get on the ship to the new reality. It's in your highest good. Please believe. Please believe. This is you finding your true self, your authentic self. This is happiness being available for you. Truly, happiness and being completely satisfied with life is there in the making. Prosperous and abundance energy is there. It's all there. Financial stability is in the future if you take the fucking ship. Abundance is in the future if you take the ship. Love, passion, sex, creative energy is in the future if you take the ship. Embrace the divinity within yourself. Truly and fully embrace it. If the universe takes something out of your life, don't curse the cosmos. Say, thank you, universe. Thank you for taking it out of my life, because I didn't have the wherewithal or the courage to do it. And I needed the big fuck you hammer. Because I was fighting my highest good this whole time. I was fighting to keep a reality that wasn't making me happy. And you knew it. You knew I wasn't happy. You knew I was stressed out. You knew I was getting upset. You knew it was causing me to drink or causing me to overeat or not eat correctly, and it was affecting my health. And I want to live my best life. I really do. I want to create a future. I want to create a future worth living. So don't curse the cosmos for this energy. Just be really grateful if it takes something out of your experience. Not all that is lost at this time is lost forever. It's just simply not in alignment with you right now. It's not in alignment with your highest good right now. Okay? Accept the release of that which isn't serving. And you'll just be better off. Take the moves. Travel to new places. Meet up with old friends that were in alignment with your highest good. Create dreams. Create new dreams. And let the false ones go. It's okay. God knows if you guys need me or want to be more in tune with what I'm putting out there, because God knows the universe hasn't taken anything from me yet. Oh, shit. I'm not gonna lie, when I see it, I'm a little nervous with this energy, and I'm like, alright, universe, if it's not my highest good, fucking take it then. Fucking take it. All my information is in the description below. Alright, you can find me on Facebook and everywhere else, so. Until next time, guys, this is Divine Rebel Racey signing off. calling in all my angels for you to support you in the highest always. Until next time, be kind to each other and love yourselves. Love each other and love yourselves. Good night, everybody.